gift. And
I didn't hit the record button. Hold on. This is one of those days. Here we go.
everyone has a unique gift, and Mike and
anything you
Diana,
say can
host of the
or will
One
be
Life
used.
podcast, believe that most people don't know
We
how
are
to use their
recording,
gifts
y'all.
or what they are. Mike and Diana
Oh,
want
was
you to see
anything,
things from a different perspective and be true to yourself.
Something you didn't
the
want to
One
talk
Life
about?
podcast unites the world through art,
like,
fashion, music, and film.
Like,
It
off the
inspires,
table.
motivates, and
All
creates
right.
positive energy, love, and compassion to all communities, and
I don't
creates
make
an
all of
equal
our
playing
guests cry,
field
just
for
a few.
all. On the One Life podcast, they cover topics like building
I am a
relationships,
marshmallow. I do
overcoming
cry.
adversity, habits of healthy
like, I'm
people,
gonna cry
and
right
much, much more. We
Just
only
a
have
few.
one
Just
life
give
to
me
live. Be yourself and live your truth. Add the One Life podcast to your playlist.
You running the show today?
That's the number one
You want me to?
NELife.
Go ahead.
Available on
sure?
Spotify,
'Cause sometimes
Amazon
you're like, I have a
Music,
question.
Apple Podcast, and your favorite podcast platform.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to the One Life Podcast. I am Mike M. to the I to C Reed, and we are here in the building. And I have my lovely co-host, Diana from Socialholic.
What's up, y'all?
I told you it's one of those days. Like, I was really about to forget my opening line right now. And we have Ash with Crafts by Ash in the building with you guys. We're going to the top floor. But first, let's check in with Diana with the Socialholic experience. What's going on in the AV?
What's up? All right, so first and foremost, we have our cocktails and convo next Thursday, September 1st from 6 to 8 p.m. at the Doubletree by Hilton in Palmdale.
Yes.
I am so excited. So we're having Kane Collective, which is David. He's going to be out there doing some 15 to 30 second reels of you business owners out there. So you get a chance to talk about your business, spotlight your business, what you do for 15 to 30 seconds. He's going to go ahead and edit that for you and give it back to you so you can use on your business page. So exciting for that. And then also Sierra B's Music Box will be there for after hour party. We're going to start karaoke at 8 p.m. I am
Whoa.
so excited for that. We've never had karaoke at a cocktails.
No,
Convo.
so this cocktails and convo is
Hard.
pretty special.
Special.
Like, it's going to be an event you don't want to miss.
So bring your business cards, dress nice, don't be wearing sweats. And
I felt like that was aimed at me.
Come get videotaped, get your reels on with David and get your singing on with Sierra and me because I'm going to be up there. They're going to have drink specials and complimentary appetizers by the Doubletree. Next on my agenda here is our AV Walls. So that's happening September 17th here on Lancaster Boulevard. It's actually at the park behind Lancaster Boulevard, but it's going to trickle down to Lancaster Boulevard. So come check it out. It's going to be amazing. And then I wanted to shout out, there's two things happening tomorrow here in the AV. We have our foam party at the King Bar.
Yeah, I'm excited about that too because everybody's going to get wet. I'm excited when everybody gets wet.
Okay. Anyways, it starts at 9 p.m. You do have to purchase tickets, so you're gonna want to go on their Instagram page and get that link. But Crazy K, shout out to Crazy K. He's
What
gonna
up,
be one
K?
of the DJs on there. So I wanted to show some love. And then the next one that I want to talk about is going to be at the Jalisco Bar and Grill. It's the DJ Freddy Fresco night there, also tomorrow. And that also opens up at 9:30. I believe you do want to get tickets to that too. So you got two spots to go to. Jalisco is claiming there's going to be about 800 people there. So guys, I mean, that's crazy. Get foam party at King Bar, dance fest at Jalisco. So there's a bunch of stuff to do out here in the AV. Don't forget about Don Sal's tonight. I know it's too late, but every Friday Don Sal. So that's it, guys. Hello.
Oh, here we go. Oh, go on.
I almost lost you.
What happened to my voice? Anyway, so
Where did my voice go?
can you hear me clearly?
Yeah.
Okay, because I can't.
I feel like it's in and out, but it's okay.
All right. Anyways, so that was a Socialholic experience, and just want to point out we definitely want to show love to everybody and every event, every business owner on the boulevard, and just throughout the whole Antelope Valley. But unfortunately, we can't.
It's random. We randomly
It's
pick
randomly, yeah.
the events that we showcase. But if you have an event coming up in the near future and you would like us to showcase it, put the flyer out, we do have a sponsorship packages available now. So let us know if you're interested. Hit us up on the Instagram, either 1NELife or at Socialholic TV, and we'll get you more information on that.
No, absolutely. We definitely have our sponsorship packages coming out. We actually just did them yesterday, so they're all available now. We do have a couple of sponsors. So speaking of sponsors, this show is actually brought to you by Eventually Events.
What's up? I forgot my tagline.
I don't have my glasses on, so I can't read right now.
They're behind you. It's okay. Anyways, we specialize in wedding and event planning, designing, and coordination. I am also ordained. I have 2 other officiants on my staff list there. So if you're looking for, your wedding to be officiated, I got you. Hit us up, Eventually Events on Instagram.
Also, we are also sponsored by Moneymaker Business Solutions. Reach out to them at 661-537-4877. You see, I'm struggling to read this, right? I am.
Go Moses. We're so excited to have them.
Shout out to Moses. He's one of our sponsors as well.
Yeah, he's just helping people try to get their financial situation together. So,
yeah, definitely. If you guys need any help with your business, with your ROIs, I always stutter when I say that name. He can definitely help you. He's very, very, very clever, very smart guy. Good friend of mine. Anyways, let's get into it.
Yes.
We are headed up to the top floor with Ash.
Crafts by Ash.
Crafts by Ash. How you doing today?
I'm great.
You are seeing a totally different show today.
I am. This
has been crazy today.
It was a BTS.
Yeah.
This was a lot of bloopers that we should have recorded. It's actually comical. Maybe next week it'll be comical. This week it's more like just cry. It's okay.
It is okay.
Dude.
Thank you for joining us. And
yes.
How you been today? How was your Friday today?
It was relaxing.
Just took it off just for the podcast.
Yes,
really?
I took today off just for the podcast.
Oh, wow. So you got energy and
yes.
You ready.
I slept in. I'm like, I'm ready for this. This was my only plan.
Now, normally, because this is not normal for her to have a day off. I think this girl works like 36/7. There's no such thing, but you know what I mean.
36/7?
Yeah, I made
24/7?
No, 24, because this girl works.
Oh, okay.
Like Monday through Sunday.
Okay,
There's no days off because she's got her eye on the prize right now. So taking today off, sleeping in is not normal. Did you find yourself waking up go back to sleep? I can sleep in today.
I still woke up early and I was like, I just don't know what to do with myself. Normally I'm out of my bed by 6:30 the latest.
See, I like that. I'm out of my bed by 5:30, and I'm trying to get Diana to do that as well.
So anyways, 6:30, she's up, out of the door at 8:30, not back home until 10:30 at night. That's Monday through Friday.
Yes.
And then Saturday and Sunday, you are out the door by
8:30.
8:30 a.m. and you come back by 7 or 9?
7:30.
7:30. So this girl never goes out. So
if I do, I'm like, okay, nap time.
Aww.
Nap in between.
I love naps though.
So by you getting all your energy, was you nervous today?
Not really.
Oh,
No.
that's good.
I just felt like it's 2 friends I'm talking to. So I'm like, okay, this is going to be fun.
It is. It really, truly is.
I like that.
So, Crafts by Ash, let's talk about that really quick because that is how I met you. We went to a pop-up and the history was written. No, I was kidding. The rest was written.
I remember you ordered Christmas cups from me. And I was like, oh, okay, this is
For
fun.
my girls, for my staff.
Yes. And then I saw you at a pop-up and I'm like, oh, hi. Nice to finally meet you in person. And then we ended up having a mutual friend. And I was like, oh, okay, great. And then I just saw you more and I was like, oh my goodness, she does a lot. So I was like, oh, her flowers are amazing. My sister started buying me flowers every time we saw you.
Yes, I remember. She's like, I have to get one. I'm like, oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, so Crafts by Ash. Oh.
Do you still have time for that?
I make time.
Good.
I still have orders. I'm actually going to be in a store very soon.
Oh, nice.
It's called Full Moon Boutique. I don't know the address. I should.
Is it in Palmdale or Lancaster?
Lancaster. It's where the Liquid Bean is. And IHOP. It's on Avenue K.
Oh, okay.
And I think, is that 20th?
Yeah. So right there by the Albertsons and Starbucks and the Denny's and...
A little further down next to that gas station.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
There's a coffee
There'll be
shop.
a boutique there.
Yes.
Okay.
So I have a few items in there soon.
And are you doing any stuff for Christmas or Thanksgiving coming up?
I want to do launches.
Halloween.
So just one launch so I can make everything on my Friday nights off and then do a launch and then kind of be done with it.
Okay.
Because I still love crafting. It's something I like to do to get my mind off things or
To have your pretty setup and everything.
Yes, I still have
Same that.
everything.
I love it.
So where did this originate?
I've always been crafty. I have always loved doing arts and crafts, doing things for other people. So I think in 2019, my mom bought me my first Cricut machine as my birthday present. And I was like, oh my goodness, thank you so much. Like, this is what I wanted.
Hey, wait, because I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but last episode when we was talking to Chris, he mentioned Crickets. You said you have one. I have no idea what a Cricut machine is.
It's a laser machine, basically. It cuts out things on like vinyl. It can cut like fabric, leather, paper. So basically, you put an image into it, and it cuts that image for you on that material. I don't think it does like metal or anything.
You can with some of them. You can engrave.
Okay.
But
There's some things like you can do, like just have like some type of a template on it, or there's some things that actually like it cuts out, and like, so for example, remember I told you to put the 1NELife on the door? You could cut that into on a vinyl through a Cricut. You just upload your logo and it will cut it for you.
Okay.
So yeah, I have had one for years, and I think I've told this to you before too. It's still sitting, not in a box, but it's still sitting in my office that has never been turned on.
Wow. I'm sorry, but go ahead, finish. So you got your first Cricut.
I got my first Cricut, and then I started making cups for friends, and they're like, oh, you should start selling these. And I'm like, you think? Maybe, just on the side. And then a few friends were like, no, you really have to do it. And I was like, okay, I'll go for it. And that's how it started.
And it's not just cups now, because I got keychains from you.
Yeah, I made
I still have it
cups, keychains, tote bags. I've made wedding decorations. So I do a lot with that machine.
So how long you been into it now? Well, how long, I should say, has been Crafts by Ash been open for business?
I've been open for business 2 years.
2 years, okay.
Yes, 2 years, which is crazy to think about, because I didn't think that I would take it this long.
So did you start off just by selling things to like friends and families, and then you just opened up a business one day?
Yeah, with coworkers. And they're like, no, you have to post it on Instagram. I'm like, okay, I'll post it on Instagram. And then all of a sudden I have people ordering, and I'm like, oh, I don't know this person, but okay.
Wow.
They trust me? Yeah, so, and
That's
then
great.
I got invited to a pop-up, and I was like, what do I do? I've never been to one. I don't know what these things are. I remember staying up the night before until like midnight talking to my friend. I'm like, I don't think I have enough cups. I have 30. Do you think that's enough? So she came over and she helped me set up my table, and she goes, okay, this is what it's going to look like. Good luck.
Oh. And was it enough?
Yes. But I ended up selling out
That's good.
of a lot of cups.
You want
that
to
day.
sell out.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think it was like a Valentine's Day pop-up, and I made a bunch of Valentine's Day cups. Everyone loved them, and I was like, what's going on? I don't know what's happening.
I should have charged more. No, I'm just kidding.
I should have.
It's sold out.
Yeah, and that same night, I bought my second Cricut machine, because I was like, you know what? This is going to be serious.
Good for you.
I
So now you have two.
Yes. They're always going.
Good.
So that's how it started.
So was this a dream for you?
It was more of a hobby that I was like, I'm going to take this serious. This is what I love doing. I enjoy making crafts and just being creative and giving gifts to people. So that's.
But
what
how
I
long
love
you
doing.
been doing that? Just making crafts, like just on your own?
All your life since you came
Yeah.
here.
As a kid,
Yeah,
right?
since I was like a kid. In high school, I used to make like Minnie Mouse ears with fabric, and I was like, oh, this. So I've always done something.
So it was a passion of yours, just being creative, right?
Yeah, so I'm like, that's how we got
And
here.
now she's going to school for beauty.
Yes, I'm going to be a licensed esthetician soon, so I'm
Okay.
excited for that. That's also a passion that I've always had, but was too scared to go for.
So wait a minute, so just her story, because I know you had told me before she has a great story.
Yeah.
So I want to hear the story.
So why did you interrupt her?
I don't know. Because I wanted to make sure that was the story.
I'm like, oh,
Story.
okay. So,
Oh yeah, Diana's been talking about you.
so back in 2019, I was finally getting serious about wanting to go to beauty school. I was like, I should just do it. There was an opening for the week of my birthday, the first day of school, and I was like, I'm going to do it. I ended up backing out. I was like, no, it's not the time. Everyone was kind of like, really? You work at a great job with benefits. Do you want to leave that? And I'm like, oh,
maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. I'm scared now. Yeah.
I was like, oh no, I am young. I think at the time I was 22. So I'm like, oh yeah, I've had benefits since I was like 21. Do I really want to leave this? You know, it's scary. So I didn't. I ended up working at that job still. And I'm like, okay, I'll just keep going. I'll go to school to become a teacher and do what makes everyone else happy. Because that's the normal.
Right.
Then my sister was like, this was a few months before I enrolled in school. And she goes, just do it. It's 3 years later and you're still thinking about it.
Yeah.
3 years from now, you're still going to be thinking about it. So why don't you just go for it? And I was like, you're right. And then I was talking to Diana and she told me, she goes, 5 years from now, do you see yourself in the same place? And I was like, no. No, I'm just going to do what makes me happy. Because at the end of the day, I'm the only one that can make my dreams come true.
Right.
So why should I listen to everyone else telling me to keep the job if that's not what I want to do?
Right.
So yeah.
And aren't you happy?
Oh,
now?
so happy.
So you're almost done. I think you said October you'll be able to take clients.
I'll be able to take clients in October, but I graduate hopefully in April.
That's
So,
awesome. We're gonna have
almost
a party
there.
or something.
Yes,
Oh,
we're
good.
going to have a big party because this has been a long time.
Yes.
I'm like, oh. So in high school, I used to do makeup for other people for like prom.
Yeah.
I've always had family members being like, oh, can you do my makeup? I've done wedding makeup before. So I was like, what is stopping me?
So now you can do that as your main gig, but also do your crafts.
Mm-hmm.
You know, incorporate that throughout too. And so now you get to do both things that you love.
Yes.
That's amazing.
That's why
Right,
I'm so
so-
excited.
So our topic is turning dreams into reality, and so it seems like you just did that.
Or she's doing it.
Yeah,
I'm
she's doing
doing
it.
it.
Yeah. So it's just incredible. So what was the turning point where Diana and you just like what was your turning point, your moment?
It just clicked. I was like, why am I still holding on to a job that I don't really enjoy? It was
And I
for
think when
other
we
people.
talked, you're having not problems there, but you were like, I'm not happy and I don't like it. And I'm like, well, then why are you there?
Yeah, it just, I have always volunteered at schools or done something at a school. So I was like, oh yeah, I want to work with kids. And then when I got into it, I was kind of like, I like it, but it's not what I picture myself doing in the long run.
Yeah.
I was like, 20 years from now, am I going to be happy doing this?
Right.
And then I also believe I got diagnosed with ADHD in 2020. So for me, that was also like a big turning point because I was like, oh my goodness, I almost felt broken in a way because I was like, oh, this is so new. You know, being Hispanic, I felt like things like that were never really talked about. So I was like,
Well, they get told like, oh, you're just being extra, or you're just this, or something, you know, like pay attention, and that is what's hard. Because I mean, I have ADD too, and all my kids do. But the Hispanic culture and generations, they don't understand. You just put up and shut up, kind of a
Yes.
situation, right?
yes,
And-
because college was so hard for me. I was
Yeah.
like, do I really want to be a teacher when going to school is hard?
Yeah.
Like that was hard. Esthetician school, I'm like, oh, I'm acing everything
See, it's
because I'm
'cause-
interested.
yeah.
So that was a big turning point as well because I'm like, okay, I need to start taking care of myself and taking care of everything I want to, like school, mind, body, everything.
Does ADD, do you feel that it kind of furthers and helps you though with like especially the creativity part, because we can multitask and it doesn't seem overwhelming?
Sometimes the way my brain works, I'm like, oh, I want to do this, this, and this. And then I get almost unmotivated to do it.
Because it's too much.
Yes, because I'm like, oh, I don't like this idea anymore. But then everyone's like, I love that cup. And I'm like, oh no. So it has its pros and cons. But that was a big turning point because I'm like, yeah, I'm not good at school. I don't want to do this forever.
So did you have obstacles going while you was going through school?
A lot. So with me, I was very focused on school. But then once I was done with it, I'm like, oh, it's halfway through the semester. I have all A's, but I'm burnt out. You couldn't get me to read the book. I was like, no, I'm done. So then I would end up dropping classes, getting behind, and it just felt, it's like, oh, you're not close to graduating. And I'm like, no, I keep dropping classes midway. And so it was a lot of pressure from everyone because they're like, so what are you doing? And I'm like, I don't know.
Isn't that the story, though? They always think cookie cut for kids. Like, you have to do this, and do this until you graduate. But they never really understood or understand that kids are different. Every kid is built different. Like, I mentioned my son. He hates school. And trying to figure out what makes him tick is hard because they're not all alike, and like the teachers just go do their job. Here's the assignment, 30 kids figure it out, but it's not personalized. So if this kid their brain doesn't compute this way, there needs to be options for a different way. And I think that's what we're starting to see more of it now, where people are like, yeah, because they can't sit still in a table. And I think a lot of people are diagnosed with ADD now.
Yeah.
I can't tell you. I mean, I know my husband's ADD. I have so many friends that have ADD. It's just learning how to now navigate with it. And not to ask personal questions, but are you taking anything?
Yes, I do take medication for it, and it made a huge difference for me. Just because I was finally able to see clarity.
Okay.
So
Focus and stuff.
Yes. I always tell people there's 20 different tabs in my head open, but I was finally able to get it down to the 3 that I need the most at the moment. And I think with school being so hands-on, it helped a lot as well. Because the teacher could do the whole lesson on the board and I would just sit there. Because for me, it would be better to watch them do everything than taking notes and watching them. But then I would go home and I'll be like, I forgot everything.
Yeah.
How am I going to do this homework? So that was the hard part. And now that class is so hands-on and you remember the steps by doing them.
So you're a hands-on person.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm like, oh, this helps me so much more. And this is what I want to be doing. Something hands-on.
I always found for me learning, because I know there's different ways of learning, right? You have the hands-on, the reading, the listening, and some people need all 3. I need to try it first and then let me read the book. Because once I read that book, it makes sense because I've tried it. And now I know, like, looking at something like, okay, this is what they're talking about, this part. Okay, got it. Because if I'm reading a book, I'm like, what are we talking about right now? So I was always a little bit backwards. And even like at jobs when I'd be training, like on our cash register, or, something like that, I'd be like, can I just see it first? And then I'll go sit down and do my workbook. But I need to see what you're talking about and where things are, so I get the layout, so I can picture it in my head when we're reading. I'm very visual. And I think that's where the creativity part, like I can literally walk into a blank venue and picture tables and linens and centerpieces and the chairs and how things are going to look the night of the wedding. Where people are like, what are you talking about? I don't see anything. I'm like, you don't see the tables there?
They look at you crazy.
20 tables right here.
You guys don't see the vision?
Yeah.
And that's where
we can build it in our head, which is amazing. But I'm the same way. I have to learn with my hands. And I hated training. I hated it. It used to drive me nuts. Like, let me just jump in.
I love working in makeup because it's very hands-on.
Girl, I can't touch makeup. I'll tell you. I did Mary Kay back in the day. And eyes for me, and I tell this to my lash girl, I'm like, I don't even know, bless her heart, because she can, magic. I couldn't, like the curling and the mascara, and I'm just like, I'm so scared that, like, I'm going to do something to you, and the liner, forget it. I was like, I don't know how people do makeup. I don't know. Weddings, brides, I would lose my shit to make sure that they're happy.
Yeah, that's a little scary. I did one wedding makeup and that was pretty easy. But I was scared. I was like, oh my goodness, what if you don't like it? It's your wedding day.
Yeah.
I was so nervous.
Forever in pictures.
Yeah, my hands were I was like trying to grab the brush and I'm like, my hands are so sweaty. I'm sorry. But I was like, oh, these are going to be your pictures forever.
Yeah. Did she love it though?
I think she did. I can't remember. This was a few years ago.
Okay.
So yeah.
Scary.
It is scary. I was very nervous. I didn't really know the person that well.
Oh no.
But they were like a family member, and I was like, oh.
Okay.
I was like, this is.
So now, that you're in esthetician school, are you still thinking about continuing in makeup or just skincare?
I love both.
Okay.
So that's the fun part, because my license will let me do both.
Nice.
So they actually teach us makeup in our course as well. So that's what I'm excited for. So I'm excited to go to shows and go to conventions and see what everything's about. Right now we're mostly on skincare, which I just found that I really, really love waxing. Interesting.
Yeah.
At first I was like, oh, I'm just going to go get my license so I could do lashes. But now I'm like, oh, I really enjoy facials and waxing.
Okay.
So we took a little bit of a left, but that's fine.
But that's what it is. It's like when you get your feet wet, you're like, oh wait, but I actually like this here too, but I also like this, and it's all in the same industry, pretty much, right?
Yes.
I mean, it's still beauty. And how cool would that be if one day you just have your spa and you have a makeup section and a esthetician session and a lash session and a wax?
That's what I'm hoping for. We'll see. In 5 years, I'll come back.
And now you have staff
Check
and
in.
people are doing. You're just making sure people are doing it.
So I want to go back to the school. So you said you was dropping classes and you was almost done. So what kept you going? Like, what motivated you or inspired you to like keep going? Because obviously I know you had to take a break, right?
I just felt like everyone being like, oh, are you almost done with school? Kept me enrolling.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I was just like, okay, I guess I'll go back fall semester and do this. But that was my only thing. Other people were kind of depending on me to finish school or expecting me to finish school. And I'm like, okay, yeah, I'll go do it. But I was like, I wasn't doing so well in school. I could be taking my notes and everything, and then the next week I'll be like, oh, I'm tired of this. I don't want to do it. But I felt like everyone was watching me and expecting me to finish that. I was like, okay, I'm almost there. I'll just finish the last 2 semesters. But then I ended up taking a break, and I was like, I don't think I'm going back. So I didn't. I just never went back for my break.
The load is heavy on her, though, because she's the oldest.
Mm-hmm.
I am the oldest.
So she has 2 little sisters looking up at her.
So that was also a little stressful.
And was you still working while you was going to school?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I was doing a full-time job, trying to do a full semester. So it was a lot. But I feel like now I have more on my plate, but it doesn't seem as much as before.
Right.
Because you're doing what you love.
Yes.
And seeing that's the point that I try to make to a lot of people, because I know I always preach that, you know, you should always, like, everybody in life was given a gift, right? And I feel like a lot of people, they work at these jobs that they hate. Like, if you wake up in the morning and go on the 14 freeway at 6, 7 in the morning, you see all these people driving like a bat out of hell, right? That's because they're late. They're hesitating to get up, so they're late for work, and they're driving to get somewhere where they really don't want to be, right? So I always tell people, quit your job. And I don't mean it in a sense where, okay, go into work tomorrow morning and quit. Like, put a plan together. Like, I'm sure you did, right? You put a plan together. You said, you know what? I'm going to go to school. I'm going to go do this. But you still have your job. But at least you put a plan together to where you're phasing out of that, right?
Yes.
So that's why I always try to tell people, like, yeah, quit your job, but don't quit today. Put it like a year, 3-year plan, right? Like,
Come back next week. And
you gotta have a plan, right? Like, put a 3-year plan together to where you're phasing out of it, right? So
6-month plan. No, 3 years. 6
well,
months.
I'm just saying, sometimes it takes 3 years. I mean, because to build a small business, I mean, you know, it takes a while to build up. So even now that you're almost done with school, right? But you're happy now. I'm gonna go tell because you have this glow on your face.
It's not the bronze.
it's not the highlighter,
But
bronzer.
I mean, so now you got to start your business, right? So that's a whole nother phase, which is going to be great. It's going to be exciting, but it does take time to build a business.
It does. But another thing that held me accountable, Diana told me, I remember it was like, I think it was like the first week of February or something. I saw you at Sassy. And you're like, okay, this time next year, I want you to be done. And I'm like, okay. And I was like, you know what?
I could do it.
Yeah, I was like, this put a little fire underneath me
Good.
to go and do it. So I remember that same month, I was like, okay, let me start looking at schools. And then one day in May, I was like, okay, I'm going toward the school tomorrow. And then I enrolled, gave her my deposit. I was like, I'm ready here.
Yes. One foot in front of the other.
So I was like, she's like, oh, are you sure? And I'll like take my money.
Don't ask me if I'm sure.
Just take it.
Why would you say that? No, but going back, so she's, you know, she's the big sister, and her youngest sister, we just had that conversation, looks up to her. And so you've got, you know, not little people, but people like you have an impression to make. You have someone to inspire. And that's a beautiful thing, but it's also, it's a weight, right? It's like, oh
it's
shit,
scary.
like I need to like figure this out. And the thing is, most people don't realize that no one's expecting you to be 100%. It's just the fact that you took that first step. That is motivating another person. Like, well, at least you went to the school. And even if you didn't sign up that day, you went. And then maybe let's say in the next couple weeks you go back and you're like, okay, here's the deposit. And okay, I'm starting to enroll. Like, those are steps. And that just shows that, you didn't give up on yourself. You didn't give up on your dream.
Yeah, I'm like, I just felt like I was always put in this, oh, Ashley's perfect. She has to be perfect. Not just from my family, but from others. And I was like, okay, I'm going to continue working with kids. This is fine. Everyone kind of expects me to do this.
You shook it up.
Yeah, I did. I said, you know what? I don't care what anyone thinks now. What I care about is what I think of myself at the end of the day.
Okay.
So that's what I'm worried about. How do I think of myself?
And how do you think of yourself?
I'm proud.
Good.
I'm proud. It took a long time to get here, but I don't cry going to work anymore. I don't cry after work.
See, that's what I'm talking about. All the people that's driving a bad out on the freeway, they crying, going somewhere where they don't love.
We just talked about it. You go down the freeway at 6 o'clock in the morning, you're bumper to bumper with people that are miserable
Yeah,
driving
they
to
miserable.
LA.
They hate their lives.
And they're all saying, I should have left an hour earlier so I wouldn't have been in traffic. We were just talking about that.
Yes, we were. Oh, traffic is crazy sometimes, but thankfully I never hit traffic anymore with my work.
Podcasts are really great to listen to when you're
I listen
Yes.
to yours.
So there's this great podcast on any like Apple, Spotify. It's called 1NELife brand. You guys just tune in.
shameless plug.
It was so funny because there was this one episode you guys did talking about traffic and
Driving
yes.
with Andreas.
Andreas.
Where we almost died.
No, I can't. I think it was just the two of you. It was 6 habits of
Oh, 6 habits.
people.
Oh, I remember that. I remember that episode, but I forgot what we talked about.
You guys
on
were talking
traffic.
about traffic, and I was sitting in traffic, and I'm like, "This is so."
Oh,
funny
my
right
driving.
That's
now.
hilarious.
It was probably my driving because he always talks shit about my driving.
Oh yeah.
I'm not a patient person. I'm an aggressive driver. I'm not a bully.
But I guess that's why, when I'm on the freeway, I'm always on my own time because I'm self-employed. So when I see all these people driving crazy and going places because
You're
they're
just like,
miserable, I'm like,
good.
what are y'all doing? Just relax.
That's how I feel about senior citizens. They're just chilling and they're doing, and I'm like,
Are you calling me a
I
senior
have to
citizen?
go somewhere. You're enjoying retirement. I'm not. Can you stay in the slow lane? I'm not calling you a senior citizen, but I mean, if you drive like one,
No,
shoot
just be
fast.
chilling because I don't be in a rush. No, you know what? It's funny because I watched this one movie with Danny DeVito and the guy from Greece, John Travolta, right?
Now you're dating yourself.
That's something. But I forgot the name of the. I forgot the name
Is
of
it
the
the
movie.
twins?
No, it wasn't. No,
That's
that was
Arnold
Arnold Schwarzenegger. I forgot the name of the movie. But anyways, John Travolta pulled up in a hybrid, right? And Danny DeVito had this, sports car or whatever. And he looked at Danny DeVito and was like, you driving that? Because Danny, John Travolta was supposed to be this big shot Hollywood guy, right? And he was like, you driving that? And he was like, look, it's not about the car that you drive. He said, if you're important enough, people will wait for you. And I always kept that in mind. So if I'm driving, I'm going to take my time and I'll get there when I get there. And if you're important enough, they're going to wait.
I'm going to use that analogy now whenever I'm late.
Don't use that on me.
So if
You heard
I'm
it here
important enough,
Cannot
you'll
use that
wait.
on me.
You're like, am I
You
important
heard
enough?
this. Yeah. Am I important enough to you?
Well, apparently, because I'm always waiting.
You're just.
I'm Diana. I don't know what else to say to you.
Diana. Oh my God. Anyways, so you have 2 little sisters. You having kids?
No.
Okay.
No kids.
You look
24.
Are you?
I still consider myself a
Yeah,
kid.
you're a baby.
Yeah. I told my mom, I'm like, I'm a child. I don't know what I'm
I
doing.
feel like a senior
Her mom
citizen
is
now.
gorgeous too. You got
thank
good
you.
genes. I mean, you're gorgeous, so you know where you got it from. But good genes in that family, and her sister. I haven't seen your middle sister. Have I seen?
Yeah, she's the one that buys me the flowers.
I have seen your middle sister. All of them are beautiful. So
Yeah.
look out, world. Ashley coming.
No
April,
kid.
come April 2023.
So do you like going by Ash or Ash? 'Cause I'm always calling you Ash.
Everyone calls me Ash. I feel
Okay.
like Ashley scares me a little.
It's her birth certificate name.
Yeah.
It's like I'm
my
in
mom
trouble.
would always
Like what
call
I
me
do wrong.
Ashley when I was in trouble.
Yeah, okay.
What's your middle name?
Marilyn.
Oh, I love that. Ashley Marilyn.
Yes.
Can I just call you Marilyn now?
No.
I love Marilyn.
So So
Why
she
you
would call me
whisper?
by my name.
Because it's Marilyn Monroe, you know, like that whole
It would scare
Ashley
me.
Murray.
Yes. I was always scared, so I feel like everyone calls me Ash, and I'm like, I'm okay with that.
So are you still working your job now?
Well, she works
Today?
at Sephora, so she doesn't work at that job anymore. She
Okay,
quit.
she already quit. Okay.
Yeah.
So she's doing what she loves
So,
for
but
work.
wait a minute. Wait a minute. I want to hear this. So sound effects.
She's like, shh.
No, because I want to know. Like, so when you quit, how did it feel?
I haven't quit yet.
The school?
No, the
I'm
other
still
job.
there.
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah.
that's what I was asking.
I thought you quit already.
No.
What do you do there?
I work with kids.
Wait, how do you go to school and? Oh, because you go to work first and then school?
Uh-huh.
Oh, that's why you're gone all day.
Yeah.
I didn't know you didn't quit yet.
I
I thought you
want
gave him
to.
like a sympathy card and was like, sorry for your loss. And was
Oh,
like,
I
I
was
know
like,
that's what I want to hear. Like,
ah, dang, I thought she quit.
Everyone was surprised. Everyone at my makeup job was surprised. I was like, I know. And then they were like, why didn't you ask to be full-time? And I'm like, I didn't think they would take me serious. I told them, I was like, oh, do you guys have a spot for full-time? And they're like, okay. And I'm like, oh, okay. I mean, now they know that I was serious. And they're like, wait, do you want to come full-time? And I'm like, I don't know. I'm scared.
At which job?
At my makeup job.
Go full time.
I want to. There's
Been
another
telling you
store
that.
opening that I'm like, okay, it's closer. for
Girl,
my
you better
commute.
jump on that.
I know.
So
But wait,
and by
but why
the
though?
holidays, I want to hear that you're full time.
well, why?
To work full time with makeup?
For someone else? Yeah. Why?
So she would quit the school that she doesn't want to work at. She'd work full time at the makeup that she loves working with and still continuing school until she finishes school when she can open up her own spot. But think about it. You're meeting more people. You're perfecting your craft. Because working with Sephora, you guys get to do makeup things, right?
I get to do more like hands-on there. I don't actually do services there because you have to be licensed
Okay.
to do services, but I do get a lot of training.
Okay.
So I do like working there for those trainings
Yeah.
because then it gives me the experience as well.
And then once you do, you can decide if you want to stay with Sephora for a little bit longer while you're building your base, your customer base, and start figuring out how you want to work. Because, I mean, they don't do skincare esthetician stuff.
No, they have like skincare experts in working in skincare. So I mostly do skincare when I'm there.
Okay.
Because that's,
They don't do facials and stuff.
they do.
They do facials at
Yeah.
Sephora?
Yeah.
Oh, you learn something
The
new
more
every
you
day.
know. Yeah.
didn't
I was
know.
surprised too. But yeah, we do like hydrofacials.
That's cool. Wow.
Yeah.
That's, like, you guys have a room and stuff?
No, it's like you're sitting in a makeup chair.
Okay.
But still, I was like, oh, I didn't know we did that.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, we do eyebrow waxing.
See, you should just be, girl, 3 months. I want to hear this in 3
know.
months
It was
that you're
just-
full time.
Everyone was surprised. And I'm like, I'm
3 months,
surprised
y'all. We
too.
got you on camera. now,
I know.
now you
I'm
do
so
have the
official.
Back in 3
fire.
months. I'm
Now
like,
you have the fire on your butt because
I
you put
actually
the
did start my my letter of
recommendation.
No, my resigning letter. I was like, I have it typed up and it's on my form. I have it in my email draft.
I'm gonna text you on Monday morning,
I should just send it in,
girl.
but it's scary.
No, it's gonna be. You're gonna walk out, or you're just gonna whatever. Whenever that is done, you're gonna feel like invigorated because it's like yes, then that's the next step to your dream.
I know. I was like, okay, let me at least finish working there until
But
I
make sure you
graduate.
secure Sephora.
Yes.
Don't do it without that part.
Yes. That,
No,
without
that's
the
there.
main piece.
Yeah. Well, hold on. Let me back up. Make sure you have that in the back because I think that's a great option. You're in a great area, Glendale. So busy. You're going to meet
busy
so many
every
people.
single day.
I'm sure you get celebrities coming through,
We've
or
had
at
a
least
few.
there are people coming through.
Yeah, we've had a few celebrities.
Girl, you better.
It's fun.
Do your
And I
thing.
do their social media, and I know. Why didn't I quit? I don't know.
Well, this is why you're here today because we were going to
Yes.
tell you to quit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Came
school.
in.
I'm sure
Yes.
she is destined for more, though.
Yes.
You can always
that's-
go back and do, a skincare class.
Oh, I should. I should.
See, because got to get them young. Because I always tell my kid, I was like, you need to wear moisturizer. Well, I'm fine. No, I don't care. Start now.
The amount of people I've met that don't wear sunscreen on their face, I'm like, are you crazy? I mean, I used to be the same way.
I was too until I hit like 28. I'm 29 now. So when I hit 28, I was like, oh, I need moisturizer. And then I always made sure it has a SPF, whatever. But what's the best number? Is it 30?
35.
35.
Yeah.
There's no laughing. It's just the
I know it was a
fairy
dream.
dust.
Like we was in a dream right now.
Oh.
She's 28 9 years old.
29.
I didn't say
Yeah, she said 29.
I'm just saying, it's in the dream world.
hater. You wish.
But hopefully I'll be turning in that letter soon.
Girl,
I'll be like, hi. Sorry.
me messaging you on Monday.
Are you going to do it in a special way? Like give them a sympathy card or something?
Balloons.
I think that's funny.
Flowers. I do.
would have if I was still working with the old person I was, but I do love the person I work with now. So I'll probably take her a little cake and be like, I'm so sorry. You know,
I got to go.
I'll be like, listen,
Drinks
I have
on
to do
me.
it. Yeah, I'll be like, oh,
That's
I'm
funny.
so
No,
sorry.
but you just got to honestly be like, hey, so I just want to let you know I am following my dreams.
Yeah.
And I was offered this position. So I want to be very honest with you because I'm following my dreams.
I'll be like, deuces,
Yeah.
bye.
I'll come and say hi.
Yeah. And she's so sweet. So I'm like, okay, I know she'll be happy for me, but
Do it now so they
different.
have time to replace you because you don't want to also leave and there's no one.
there is no one.
So that's what I'm saying. You got to do it now. Be like, hey, girl, in the next 30 days, I'm out. So you have 30 days to figure it out. But I don't want to leave you empty handed. So that's why because normally you only require, 2 weeks, if that.
Yeah. I believe
That's
it's
being
still
nice.
2 weeks. Yeah.
So is it going to be that soon? You giving her a 30-day notice?
I'd give her a 30-day notice.
Hopefully soon.
Come on, Ash.
Gotta do it.
Once I pass those finals and can start taking clients at school
And that's
and
when.
making money, October.
Okay.
So once I can start
Okay, so
taking
October's
clients.
the marker.
Yes.
Okay, Ash. October, y'all.
Hopefully by the time I turn 25 in November, I'm.
No,
Out.
don't keep pushing it back. She's like,
know-
now October, November.
But October I go on a week vacation, so then I come back the
You gotta
31st.
celebrate.
So you got to
know?
come back to not that job.
True.
That,
Oh.
that should be you're
Wait.
25. That should be your birthday gift to yourself.
Do
Hopefully.
you have vacation time?
I do.
See?
So I'm taking the rest of my vacation time.
There you
Yeah.
go. But say I'm not coming back though. Like
I'll be like,
it's an
She's scared.
extended
Don't be
vacation.
scared. It's always that first initial feeling. It's like you're about to go like jump off like a zip lining, and you have to push yourself off, and you're looking over that edge, and you're like, what the f? Or skydiving. I went skydiving. It's that initial fear, but once you do it,
I know. I gave myself, once I graduated, I was putting in my 2 weeks. Because then I could go take my state board and get my license and then be done.
okay,
So that was the plan. That way I could also save some money.
okay. So if you have a plan,
Yeah.
I'm glad to hear that.
That was
I'd
the
like
plan.
to see you.
This is my last year there. I told myself
Okay.
at the beginning of the school year, I'm like, this is my last year here.
Okay,
So
okay.
soon. It's
I
coming
won't be too
soon.
harsh on you, but I'd like to see you do what you want to do.
Oh, yeah. You'll see the whole Instagram post with balloons and everything. I'm like, I
Confetti
quit.
popper.
Yeah, I'm going to get balloons to say I quit. Just, like, bye, guys.
the marquee, those balloons that the helium balloons and the metallic. I
Yes.
quit
That's what I'm going to do. I'm be like, I quit my job today.
because she doesn't ever get to go out like the small business stuff. It's hard for you.
It is hard. I try to make time to still go out and do things that I like. But this month has just been crazy. So I told everyone, I was like, Friday nights, 4 p.m., don't bug me. I'll be sleeping. But then I'm like, oh, I missed my friends. I was just kidding. Come back,
But it's only
guys.
temporary. It's only
Yeah.
temporary. They'll be there.
Oh, and
Yes.
everyone knows that I'm doing this, so they don't take any offense
Good.
to it. If I'm like, oh, hey, I can't go to your birthday party or
Yeah.
go out to this. I'm like, sorry, I'm at school.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, no, it's fine. Like, we'll see you soon. I'm like, okay, I know. Sad. Or I'm like, oh, meet me for my lunch during the weekend.
Yeah,
So they go do that. So, I'm
So-
like, okay.
So the goal is to enjoy life as well. Like you got to find a balance. I mean, I could get like when you first start off with anything, you got to grind, you got to hustle. But the goal, is to not only have a successful business, but to enjoy life. Like be able to do what you want. Like go out with your friends and enjoy life and just live, not just exist with working and just that's all you do.
At the moment, But that's also why I took the leap into going to school, because I'm like, I don't want to be working for other people and not enjoying life, because I just always felt like they needed me. I wanted to go on vacations, and I'm like, oh, but I'm working. Even though I had that vacation time, I was like, oh, I don't want to leave them with no one. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to school so I can do what I want and be my own boss and enjoy life.
Make your own time.
Yeah. So that's the big goal, finally taking that leap.
So what is next for you? So you graduate
April. Yeah.
Right? But you can start accepting clients in October. Graduate April. So after that, but are you able to start your business in October, or you can't officially until you get your license?
Yeah, technically no, because then you can get fined and even lose the ability to get your license.
So in October, accepting clients, is that under the school?
Yes.
Okay, gotcha.
So I can get clients at school and work on them and build my clientele. So that's the fun part, where I can finally get people in.
But you can't
and
officially
practice.
say this is my business.
Not until April, or until she gets her license.
Okay.
I could say, oh, I'm accepting clients, come in, book with the school, and then ask for me. Or
Right.
Nice.
Yeah. So I'm excited for that part, because then I'll get to work on different faces and actually learn a little more. Oh, yes, I'll invite you.
Okay.
You're invited. I'm so excited. Next week we're doing, or I think in a few weeks, we're doing men's facials, because I was like, there's no guys in our class. How do we work on other people?
I need a facial. I haven't had one in years.
He needs cucumbers and the mask.
A little lavender.
Take a picture.
I need the whole, after today and yesterday, I need the whole thing.
He's like, I can have a massage.
That's how I feel. We go the weekend without getting a facial, and I'm like, oh, my face. I'm like, I told one of my classmates, I'm like, do you need to do a facial this week? Because I'm free. So that's why I'm like, it's really nice to get treatments every single week. So I'm like, oh, I'm spoiled.
Yeah, what are you going to do when you're done? I guess you have your team.
That's what we were talking about, because I was like,
Just call each other.
we all live somewhere else. So I'm like, we all need to get together and like do facials again, because what am I going to be doing? Going from getting a facial once a week or a back massage once a week to nothing?
Yeah.
So where's your class at?
I go to school in Northbridge.
Oh, so you commute every day, right?
Yeah. Commute every single
Every
day.
day. That's why I said 36.7, because this girl is on the road all day, every day, except for today.
Yeah.
And where's your school at? Did you teach at?
I go to Academy for Salon Professionals.
No. Your work.
Oh, I work out here.
You work out here.
Yeah.
Okay, and then you go out there. Okay.
She works, her Sephora job is in the Valley. Her schooling is in the Valley, but the school she works at is out here.
Oh.
And she lives out here.
Yeah. So there's a lot of driving. My car's a mess 24/7. I'm like, sorry if there's salsa on the seat. I spilled some. Don't mind that. Or there's always clothes in the back seat, because I'm always changing for either work or school. So I'm like, oh, don't mind the mess.
She make it happen. Nobody's going to mind that.
It's great because you're young and you don't like have a family of your own, because then it would have put a lot more pressure on you. So.
Yeah, that's what everyone tells me. I'm like, I'm taking the chance now, because again, like my sister told me, I don't want to wait another 3 years and then the situation's different, because I might not have the chance to go back to school.
Well, you will have the chance and opportunity. It'll just be a lot of more obstacles in your way.
Challenges.
Yeah.
It's okay.
So that's why I did it, because I'm like, I am young. What am I
You'll be
waiting
happy.
for?
I'm telling you. I can't wait to see you in April, and just it's that feeling of completion and checked off that list, and now it's on to the next couple.
So I'm already so happy. I'm like, I love this. I was like, I don't even want to miss a day of school. I'm like, I want to be there 24/7. I get there so early that I'm like, I'm excited. Can we get started now?
Aww.
So I'm always ready to go. I'm like, okay.
That's what says something to you right there.
Yeah, because I'm like, sometimes people are like, how do you do it? And I'm like, I don't know. I just love it.
It's good.
So even though you can't officially open your business in April, do you have like your name and like your ideas for your business?
I did start my Instagram already
Okay.
to track my progress and see, so people can see like,
Oh, what is
when
it?
I started. It's Let's Glow Girls.
Have you followed
I
me?
think so. Yeah. I think
Oh, I never heard of I Glow Girls.
it's
Did you say Let's Glow?
Yes, Let's Glow Girls.
Let's Glow Girls. I like that name.
Yes. So
It's like the Shania Twain song.
Yes, I made it after I went to go see Shania
I
Twain.
am following you. How did I know
was
this?
like, Diana, you are.
Okay. Then I guess I didn't.
You didn't know it was her?
I didn't.
You just be following random people.
Just following random people. I think I
Stalker.
like the name, but I was like, let's glow, girls. Like I said it
Yes.
like Shania Twain.
That's why I was like, oh, it's
Da, da, da,
That's hilarious.
da, da, da.
So
after the concert. I was like, I have my name ready.
Oh, did you get it like all? You might want to get that domain right now.
yeah.
I should do that.
That's
right
what I was going to
Because
tell you.
it's gonna-
Like, even though you can't officially open your business, at least start doing the business stuff now. Because it will take you that long to
Yeah, I'm already
finalize
looking
everything.
at studios and salons. So I'm like, okay, I'm ready. I'm like,
And we're moving and we're doing all kinds of stuff. We talked about this.
Oh yeah, I do plan on moving, and
So you'll always have someone to do a facial.
yes,
Because we'll be close.
yes, I will always have some. I have people trying to book me now, and I'm like, I hate to tell you this, but I can't take clients at the moment. But
you can start booking people now. It's like April 1st. Got you.
I told some people, I was like, okay, when I can't take clients, I'll let you know. So in October, I'll be messaging everyone back, like, okay, I'm ready if you are. So I'm excited for that, because now I'm like, okay, I have all these people waiting. I'm like, now I can't.
Now
just
you're expected.
Go back.
Yeah. Now you have to do it.
I'm gonna get like a big neon
But that's great, though.
sign.
You got people like asking you now.
Yeah, I was a little surprised. I felt very flattered. I was like, oh, you guys trust me? Thanks. People are like, when are you going to be ready? And I'm like, I'm trying. I'm going as fast as I can. Trying to finish my 600 hours.
Oh my goodness.
Is that what it takes? 600 hours?
600 hours.
And how many hours you at now?
Almost 100.
You at 100 hours? You got 6? I'm sorry, I'm asking these questions. I don't know.
Well,
none
because
of
all the way to
that.
April, she still has to pick up all the rest of those hours.
Oh, okay. How many hours do you do a week?
I go to school for 4 hours every day.
Oh, okay.
So 20 hours.
20
Something
hours a
like
week.
that.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm like, I can't do the math right now. I'm like, like my
It's late. It's Friday and it's late.
Friday.
TGIF.
yeah. So on Tuesday, I think I hit 100.
Okay.
So we're almost there. A little
we are.
slow, but hopefully soon I can start going in earlier to get those hours done faster. That's why I'm like,
Okay.
maybe April, maybe March. So I'm trying to get everything done maybe in like a month ahead of my
Yeah.
date.
That
That's
time's
a good
going
goal. That's a
it's
good
going
goal.
to fly.
Yeah, I
the
hope
time's
so.
gonna
'Cause
fly.
I'm like, I'm
Come
tired.
April, it's going to be like, oh shit, I'm done.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, what am I going to do when I don't see my classmates?
Oh, you guys could still do like some type of meetups. I mean, you might want to even start like those networking meetups with all of the estheticians so you can inspire others.
That's what I want to do. I love that my school offers like conventions and lets us kind of do our own thing with our classmates.
That's cool.
So you kind of build that connection. It's like, okay, let me help you do this. And, you learn from your classmates as well, which is really fun.
Yeah.
So, or like trusting a classmate, because sometimes it's scary. It's like, oh, this is your first time doing this on my face.
Yeah.
So that's the scary part too, where it's like, we're going to do chemical peels. And I'm like, I'm going to trust someone with chemicals.
Oh, wow.
But I'm like, it's okay. The teacher will be there. I'll trust them. So
I think I'd be more scared of like Botox.
yeah.
I thought you did Botox.
I've done it. I was supposed to go this week, but I was supposed to go with somebody and she couldn't go, so I ended up canceling. I don't know about myself. It's like a girls thing,
Yeah.
I don't do Botox.
I told my teacher, I was like, can you send me where you get your lips done? So she's like, yeah, but you can't receive anything for like 3 weeks until it settles. And I'm like, okay, that's fine, I guess.
What do you mean receive?
Like get any treatments done at school. Because if you're giving like a massage on
Yeah.
the face, it'll shift everything.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, so that's why I was like, okay, maybe I'll wait a little bit, but still send me your person.
Yeah, I'll make an appointment in 6 months.
Yeah, we're all going to go together.
There you go. I don't want lips, though. I don't think I need them. I don't want to be like,
Like a little.
You don't want to look like the Kardashians?
that's not my jam. But I do think a little Botox here, a little Botox there. might help a
I
little
don't think
bit.
you need Botox. I'm just talking from my point of view. Like, I like natural beauty. This is me personally.
Oh, I guess we'll go together.
Okay.
We can leave him out of it.
They just straight
They wouldn't
ignore
even
me.
tell him.
They
You're
ignore
like,
me right
your
now.
skin looks different. No, nope.
You'll be like, I just got a facial. What do you mean?
A hydrofacial.
You're like, what do you? I've always looked like
Those
this.
things are nasty, though. I mean, I loved them, but the stuff that comes out and the liquid, I was like, that was on my face. All that was in my face.
Or it's crazy to think that some people don't even wash their faces. Yeah, crazy.
Like at all?
At all.
How you,
They just put water and go out the door.
men do that?
Well, no, I would tell you that I do this, and I got this from my ex because she was into that whole facial washing, and I forgot what it's called. I buy it like once every few months. It's this big bottle that I pour on a little thing, and I just wipe my face with it. I forgot what it's called, but it does clean my face.
I do
Oh, like
Aveeno.
a toner?
Huh?
Is it a toner?
Is it like a stingy?
It starts with a W.
Witch hazel?
Yes.
Is
Okay.
that good for her skin? Not really.
No.
No.
Like once a month, maybe? Not once a month, once a week. How often do you do it?
I do it like bi-weekly, I think.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
What do you wash your face with every day, though?
Soap from Trader Joe's.
Okay.
Oatmeal.
I do Aveeno. I like it because I've tried a couple things from like different places that were like prescribed to me, and it made me break out more. And I know that sometimes people are like, oh, that's just how it happens because it's getting rid of all the toxins that I couldn't hang with the breakouts. And Aveeno doesn't make me break out.
So wait a minute, because you made me nervous because you made a face.
You're supposed to wash your face every day with an
No.
actual facial cleanser, not soap.
So is the witch hazel thing bad?
No.
It's just as strong.
Yeah.
It's strong?
It's strong.
Okay, so how
Like
often
once
should
a
I use it?
month is okay.
Once a month?
I would say maybe like 2-3 times a month. It all depends on your skin too.
You really shouldn't even really use that,
Yeah,
to be honest.
It depends on like the person's skin and
I put lotion on my face every day.
It's an astringent. Is that how you say
yeah, it would be like a toner. So witch hazel is a toner, which just kills like bacteria on your face.
But it also kills the good stuff that rejuvenates, I think. Not collagen, but it does. So
It
it's better to use something that's moisturizing instead of
Yeah.
taking the moisture out, which is what witch hazel does. It dries it out. You want to put moisture into your skin.
Well, I use this.
be supple.
I use this lotion that I put on my face every day that I get from Costco's. It's a moisturizer.
It's a facial
Facial,
moisturizer.
Yeah, I'll use that every
You're
day.
like sweating. I'm like, oh, what is he using?
I do use that. I do. I actually have collagen in my coffee every morning.
Oh, you put the powder?
Yeah,
Okay.
I do that every morning.
Get it, Mike? I take care of myself, he said. Look at it.
I mean, that's why
And end
people
up
are
getting the
shocked.
Botox.
That's why people are shocked when they find out my age because I actually do take care of myself. You know.
See, and that's my husband. He uses my Aveeno too. And I'm like, what is my Aveeno?
You pick up the bottle and you're like, why is it
Dude,
empty?
yes. I'm like, I could have sworn I had more this yesterday. I had enough for one more day.
And they always take a bunch too, and you're like,
Like, they don't know what they're doing.
Yeah,
And my
you don't need a
shampoo and
goop.
everything that I get, they're like, he's like, smells good. I'm like, why are you using my shit? I love you, babe.
I have 3 different lotions for different parts of my body. that I use every day.
He's like, I got the face.
I do.
I got the arms.
And I got the legs.
No, I got special lotion for my face, and I got special lotion for my body, and then a special lotion for my foot.
Oh, okay.
That's why I'm in the feet. I'm really particular about that. You should know this.
So that was the podcast for today. Let's hit that record button now.
What? I take care of my body.
I'm just kidding.
I thought that was a good thing. 'Cause like you just said 5 minutes ago, a lot of men don't do that. I do.
A lot of people don't do that.
Well, yeah.
Women too.
Yeah.
I'm very, and this is a whole other topic, but we need education for a lot of people,
Yes, I agree.
especially restrooms.
Oh,
Yeah, we talked about that.
that's a big one.
I know. I have like, I was telling, I forget what I was telling Starling, somebody that I ordered disposable seat covers because I've now been to places that don't even have seat covers, and I'm like, okay, first of all,
And you have to do like the squat above, and you're like, oh.
I know I'm not the jam. That's not my jam. I already have disposable wipes, and I need seat covers because this is just, it's getting pretty bad out there. I'm like, how do women? Anyways, all right, guys. So I know we're almost time, so I don't want to get into that conversation.
Yeah, that's why I don't use public restrooms. I will hold it.
Sometimes you gotta go.
I'll hold it.
That's bad. It can cause UTI.
I'd rather hold it than catch. I don't want to catch something else.
No monkeypox for you.
You're funny. Anyways, we are running out of time.
We gotta bring you back.
We gotta bring.
Now we gotta finish the story. We gotta find out.
No, because we gotta
happy
know.
ending.
Yeah, we gotta know how you quit.
Yeah. Yes.
That's what I want to know.
Maybe we'll just come with her. We'll videotape it for her.
We're gonna videotape it.
Coming to the office, me sending my email and be like,
Hey, you can bring them on the podcast.
How did you feel when Ash quit?
you're like, what? What do you mean she quit? I was like, oh, here's my
Surprise!
they come in and see the balloons. I quit, and they're like,
You have the
"Who's
stingograms.
quitting?"
I'm quitting. I'm quitting. I'm quitting.
They're
Quitting.
like-
Quitting.
They're like, who's quitting today? And I'll be like,
So what happened was
What had happened was
Diana and Mike.
convinced me to do it. You know, it is the plan though. That's the plan I started with at the beginning of the school year. I'm like, this is my last year.
Just think about though, like your sisters are gonna be so inspired. Your little sister, I know your big sister, or your middle sister has her thing going, but your little sister, she's watching you and she's gonna be like, dude, she just boss moved, pieced out, and is following her dreams. Like that's what kind of a story can top that?
I know. That's what I'm excited for. The day where I'm like, I made it happen.
Yeah.
I'm making it happen right now.
sure.
But once it's finally all there, I'm going to be like, I did it.
Yep.
I did it.
Well, you did the most important step. You actually started,
Yep.
Yes.
so you should be proud of yourself for even just doing that.
I
'Cause a
am.
lot of people still like, okay, well, I'll do it next year. Okay, they hesitate. Like you started.
Like my workout journey.
Well,
I
that's
started.
That's what I have to
Well.
start soon too. I'm like,
Girl,
oh,
so hard. So
but then I'm
hard.
going to
I
be
love
gone all
food.
day. I'm like, what? When do I go to the gym?
You know, and they say
They're 24 hours now.
see, they say if it's important, you'll make it happen. So
Yes.
there we go. Yeah, but see, if you quit your other job,
I'll
and you
have
work full-
time.
You'll have more time. So there you go.
Put a
There's
gym
a
at your
bonus.
house. I got a gym in my garage.
Okay, I guess.
There's no excuses with this one.
I know. I'm like, there's no
There's
time to sleep,
not.
I guess.
You sleep when you die.
Sleep and die.
Yeah,
That's what he says.
That's what 50 Cent said. I sleep when I die.
Who knows? You don't know what happens when you die. Maybe you get reincarnated into somebody else. And there starts all over again. And there's no,
No,
sleeping.
no, but my favorite thing is we all have the same 24 hours. Oprah has the same 24 hour, 50 Cent. We all have the same 24 hours as Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk. So is my favorite quote from Eric Thomas is, how do you use your 24 hours?
Yeah.
For real. Like, that's why I'm up at 5 a.m. every day.
Preach it, Mike. Preach.
You're hilarious.
And with that,
And with that said, we are out of time, you guys. But we want to thank Ash from Crash by Ash for coming out and talking to us. We appreciate it. We are definitely proud of you.
Oh,
Yes.
thank
And
you.
wish
Why we had
you
to put
nothing
you
but
on here.
success. So what?
that's why I wanted her here.
I know you've been talking about her like for weeks. She asked.
you.
She is so proud about you. So proud of you. Even though we started off rocky. This is going to be a comedy show. You guys. This is a straight comedy show. Anyways, yeah, thanks again, Ash. And so let's talk about it. If you guys want to be on the show, if you guys have something to vent about, if you guys want to talk about something, you got to have a
us your
story. Like, hit us up on IG. Mine is One Life Brand. I was going to call you somebody else. Oh, my God. Today is Friday, and it's killing me. Diana's at Socialholic TV. Or you can reach us on our phone at 747-999-8021. Again, 747-999-8021. And Ash, where can they reach you for all your beautiful crafts?
Oh, Crafts by Ash on Instagram, and then Let's Glow Girls on Instagram for my skin
Wow.
stuff. as
Yes.
well.
And I love that name.
I do,
Let's
too.
Glow Girls. That's pretty
I want to
dope.
sing every time I say, let's
I
go.
know. I'm
Are you
like,
going to sing now?
I might.
Are you going to break? We need to do a karaoke session on the podcast.
Let us know. What do you think, guys? All right. Also, don't forget, sponsorship packages are now available. So if you would like to put your event here or your business, reach out to us.
Yes. And also, don't forget, September 1st, and I'm going to mention this again, is Cocktails and Convo at the Doubletree Palmdale.
Woo!
This is going to be an event you guys do not want to miss. Trust me when I say that. We're going to have
David
for the videography there. For your reels, we're gonna have DJ Breeze.
No, it is Bee's music box.
Bees.
Sierra.
I'm sorry.
She's the KJ at Schooners for
Yeah, she's pretty
karaoke, but
dope.
she's coming out. So
She's
dress
coming out.
to impress only because you're going to be videotaped for your business. Bring business cards so you can enter our raffles and actually mingle and network. And come hang out with us. It's going to be our cocktails and combo
It's gonna
party.
be amazing. We're gonna have a great time, you guys.
Liquid Courage LA and Eventually Events is putting that on. So.
Yes.
All right. We
All
out.
right, we are out of here. We are headed down
Deuces.
to the lobby now, and
We gotta shake Mike because he's losing his shit today.
we're out of here, you guys.
Bye.